What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot. I'm coming at you guys with the daily readings. The first one I see is the first one I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what's going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs in love. Hopefully, you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, my TikTok. If you guys want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out to my notification gang. I love to see my notification gang pull on through. As always, the first sign I see is the first sign I read, and the first sign I saw was Pisces. So we're gonna see what's popping in for the fish. Hopefully, the fish are doing well. As always, guys, I do want to note if you're interested in personal readings, you can check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. First link in the description box below if you want to book me there. But I'm going to say what's up here to some peeps, and then we'll go ahead here and get started. So, Julie, what's poppin'? What's going on, Veronica? Hey, Itty. Chrissy, what's going on, Bia Bay? Hey, what's going on, Favorite Vids? What's poppin', Wesley? What's going on, Kelsey? Ashlyn, how's everybody doing? What's going on, Kayani? What's up, Jenny? Really appreciate you guys tuning in here tonight. Jennifer, hello. What's going on, MJ? Hey, Aunt, finally caught the live today. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Excuse me. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Really appreciate it. So, without further ado, guys, we're going to go ahead and get it popping. We're going to start out here with Team Pisces. So, let's see what we got going on here for the fish coming on into tomorrow. So, what's showing up here for Pisces, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus moving in to the next 24 hours. Hey, Rebecca. What's up? What's going on, Fawn and Healing Hearts? Hello. How you guys doing? What's showing up here for Pisces? Moving into the next 24 hours. Let's go ahead and see what's up. We're going to go ahead, Pisces, and get about one more shuffle, and we'll see what's in store here for you, baby. Pisces, overall energy for you is, oh my god, I didn't even realize the whole time I'm in the chat screen. My apologies, guys. Pisces, overall energy for you is going to be the Two of Wands in reverse. Taking a look here at the current energy, we have here the Judgment in reverse, what it is you're dealing with. We got here the Hermit in reverse, and looking at the outcome for you, fish, we got here a Five of Swords in the reverse position too. So Piscean coming on into tomorrow, baby. Two of Wands in reverse here, Judgment in reverse here as well. I feel like you're not giving something a second chance, or potentially not giving a person a second chance. Kind of can go either way. But looking at what you're dealing with, Hermit reversed, that means someone is coming back around to you, or something's coming back up. So Piscean, maybe you've turned down an offer, but an offer comes back up again coming into tomorrow. Maybe you've turned down a person, and that same person's coming back around to you. It could be a multitude of things, but I feel like you've rejected something before, and it feels like you may be rejecting something or someone potentially again coming into the next 24 hours. You know, looking at the outcome here, Five of Swords reverse, it's like, I'm not here to hurt anybody. I'm not here to let anybody else down. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to fight for something or work really hard on something that I don't necessarily believe in. You know, most people, when they're fighting for something, it's because they're fighting for what they believe in. And in Pisces, unfortunately, you're at a point where you don't believe in whatever this is. So I feel like you're turning down some sort of opportunity. It could be an opportunity with a person romantically or platonically. It could be an opportunity in career and business. But I see that you guys are at a point where it's like, I don't want to go forward with something, and I'm going to have to go ahead and confirm that. So someone here is coming back around, or something's coming back around. Just another opportunity I'm seeing is remanifesting for you, but I feel like your stance still remains the same. You know, for some of you, maybe an ex wanted to come back at one point and you were like, no. Maybe they're trying again tomorrow and you're like, no. You know, for other Pisceans, maybe somebody wants to try to get you on board with their team and their business and their career, but you're not budging, you're staying put where you are career-wise. So I do feel like there is some sort of opportunity or person re-showing up in your life tomorrow, but I once again feel like this is not something you want to take a chance on. You're standing your ground and you are comfortable where you are. So Pisces, you don't have to go ahead and do something you don't want to do. Okay, second camera doesn't want to work today. Anyhow, Mercury retrograde, right? Pisces, you don't have to go ahead and do something you don't want to do if you don't want to do it. Point blank and period. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Shout out to the fish for tuning on in. So we have touched base here, guys, so far with our water signs for the daily read. We're going to get to our fire signs here next, okay? So we're going to do water, fire, air, and earth for today's daily lineup. Second camera's on. It's just not displaying any output, so yeah. My electronics have been getting messed with for like the past couple of weeks now. So Mercury in pre-shadow, and now Mercury going retrograde soon. So with that being said, sorry guys, there will be no overhead cam today. I'm going to just roll with it and see what happens. All right. Anyhow, though, guys, we have touched base here with our water. So let's get on into our fire. We're going to hop on into the Ram fam and take a look here at Team Aries. So let's see what's going on here for our Aries, baby. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Moving on in to the next 24 hours. What information and insight do we got here for the Ram fam? Coming on into tomorrow. Let's go ahead and check it out here, baby. Hopefully we're looking at some cool stuff. Hey, Zephyr, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. What's up, Brandy? All right, Aries, your overall energy is going to be the 10 of Wands. Taking a look here into the current energy, 8 of Swords. What you're dealing with here coming into tomorrow, we got here the Emperor in reverse, and then looking at the outcome for you is going to be the Page of Cups in the reverse position as well. As far as what I'm picking up on here for Aries peeps, I feel with the 10 of Wands here to the 8 of Swords, it's like the number one thing I think you're burdened of is being inside your head about something, because I feel like you've been inside your head about a situation very, very frequently. Okay? So you've been frequently stuck inside your head about something. I think that there's a situation you're going through where you don't feel like you're in your power, so you kind of feel powerless in a situation, and that is definitely tripping you out. I think that right now, 8 of Swords, it's like, what do I do to gain my power back? What do I do to get back into this position of power? Because naturally, Aries comfortably sits in the Emperor in the upright position, but when the Emperor is in reverse and Aries doesn't feel like they're in their place of control, and not control necessarily over other people, but control over themselves and their emotions and their own assertiveness. So when you feel like that's taken away from you, it's very, very uncomfortable, right? So you're in a place of discomfort here. And I think that that's what's burdening you and bugging you the most. Looking at the outcome here being the Page of Cups reversed, it's like it's hard for me to feel positive about my situation because I just don't feel like I'm in my power. So I don't know what you're what you're dealing with necessarily. Could be a person that maybe you feel has a hold over you, especially when we look at this in the romantic sense for some. You know, if you're connecting with somebody romantically, maybe you're very invested, and maybe that investment you have makes you feel like you're not in control, or it makes you feel like this person has something over you. For other groups of Aries, maybe right now you're dealing with circumstances that are beyond your control, and it could be incredibly frustrating because maybe you want to control these circumstances. Always do remember though, guys, you know, focus on what it is that's within our power and in our control, and whatever is outside of our power and control, we got to go ahead and make peace with it. It is what it is. So I think right now, guys, that's just the biggest part. It's like, I'm in my head right now. I don't know how to gain back control and gain back my power in some sort of situation. I think you have to ask yourself though, what are you giving your power away to? You know, if you're giving your power away to a person and you're allowing yourself to put somebody else on a pedestal and have them overpower you, Aries, you are the most powerful motherfucker in your own reality, period. Nobody else is ever going to be more powerful than you unless you let them be, right? Same thing with anything else, though. What we give power to can ultimately and inevitably take power over us. Right? So there's a lot of people that can put power in many different things. They can put power on people. They can put power on like money, right? The dollar bill. There's a lot of people who are enslaved to money, right? At the end of the day, money is what rules their lives. So with that being said, what you're giving all your power to is what's going to take away your sense of control. So my advice here for you guys is, why are you putting what you're putting on a pedestal? And at the same time, what is it that makes you feel like it needs to be on a pedestal as well? So I would say figure out first and foremost why you're putting someone or something on a pedestal. And secondly, remind yourself you're the most powerful person in your reality. And what you give your power to is your own personal choice. Just as you're giving your power to something now, you could also revoke what you're giving your power to. So for the people who are constantly giving their power to money, you can revoke giving that power. For individuals, and I'm not saying, Aries, that this is you, this is just an example, for individuals that give their power to drugs, right? Or any sort of addictions, they can revoke that power to and claim it back for themselves. You know, we see that all the time when people say enough is enough. I'm tired of this, right? So the point is that you guys can reclaim your power whenever you want, but you have to decide to stop investing it and giving it to something outside of yourself. Okay? Bring it all back to you. Stop giving so much to the external and start giving back to within. All right, guys? You got this, Aries. Hopefully that made sense. Hopefully that resonates, but of course, take it if it does, leave it if it doesn't. Ram fan, though, I appreciate you tuning in, so thank you guys so much, okay? Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have done our fire. We have done our water as well. So we're getting into air signs here next. Just give me 1 second here, everybody. Thank you very much. Brandy said Aries are strong. Yes, they are. Indeed, they are. And also, it is the season, if I'm not mistaken. So happy birthday, Ram fam. Appreciate you guys so much. And hopefully you guys got something out of that message for sure. You know, I've put tons of things in my life on a pedestal, and I had to realize the more you put shit on a pedestal, the more it has power over you. And if something has power over you, you're going to feel powerless. And if you feel powerless, then you're not going to feel like you're successful. You're going to feel like you're in a space of there's nothing I can do to improve or fix my circumstances. You know, when I was younger, I used to think that I used to put a lot of my power in like other people caring about me. So I would put other people on a pedestal and I would be a people pleaser because I would want people to care. So the power that I gave away was my ability to not give a fuck. I needed to give a fuck. I needed everyone to care. I needed everyone to like me. And how I reclaimed my power was recognizing I don't need to worry about the opinions of others. I don't need to worry if people like me or not. As long as I like myself, that's enough, right? So you're always in control of what you give your energy to. You just got to be mindful, man, that you're not putting it on a pedestal, period, you know? For sure, for sure. What's going on, Angelic? How are you? Thank you for stopping by. Really appreciate it. Like I said, though, guys, air signs, you guys are up next. We're going to jump into the Libras. So Libras, do stay tuned. I'm going to hop into you guys in just a moment, okay? Let's go ahead here and take a look. So, Libra, what is going on? Coming into your next 24, baby. Message is showing up here for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Moving into the next 24 hours, what information and insight do we got showing up here for Team Libra? Coming on into tomorrow. What's going on here, baby? Let's see what's up here for the balance gang. Team Libra, overall energy for you is going to be a 6 of Wands. You could be connecting here potentially with a fire sign like an Aries, Sag, or a Leo. Showing up in your current energies, we have here a 9 of Wands in reverse, what you're dealing with, Libra. We got here a World in reverse, and looking at the outcome for you is going to be the King of Swords in the reverse position too. Now, Libra peeps, I feel here with the 6 of Wands paired to the 9 of Wands reversed, you're pretty much in a space right now where becoming more open and letting go and being more vulnerable has been a lot more empowering than you thought. I feel like for the weekend read, if I'm not mistaken, we touched base about how you guys are tapping more into your vulnerability. I might have been mixing you guys up with another sign, but I feel like it was Libra for some reason. Either way, though, you guys are finding a lot of power, a lot of success, and a lot of strength in your own vulnerability here coming into the next 24 hours. So I like that so far. You know, looking at what you're dealing with here, World reverse, it's like every time I've refused to be vulnerable, I've always remained stuck. World in reverse. I've never moved on every time that I've held everything in. When you bottle up your feelings and emotions, you're not being able to let go. You know, holding on to that shit's what's keeping you stuck. So that's why I always tell people, man, vulnerability is fucking awesome, let alone it's pretty damn sexy too, right? So at the end of the day, vulnerability is awesome because what it does is it sets you free. If you're holding on to shit, if you're bottling it up, you're not freeing yourself, you are keeping yourself stuck. So I think for you, Libra, you're starting to see here, yeah, vulnerability is fucking fantastic. And finally, as I'm starting to unwind and unpack, I'm noticing I can feel myself getting detached, getting unstuck from my circumstances, and getting ready here to actually process and move forward with what I've been holding on to for a long time. You know, looking at the outcome here, King of Swords in reverse, I think for the longest time, you might have believed that strength was your ability to just take the punches that life gives you and not reflect on them and not take the moment to be vulnerable. Maybe you found strength or thought strength was just rolling with the punches all the time and, you know, dealing with it and sucking it up. But sometimes, guys, sucking it up can be beneficial, all right? But at other times, it's not so beneficial, right? Most of the time, it's not so beneficial because you're putting yourself in a position to where you're bottling everything up. So I think, Libra, for you guys, it's nice to see that you're finding strength in your vulnerability and recognizing that it's a very strong thing to do. First and foremost, it takes a lot more guts to be vulnerable than to hide away your feelings and emotions, but it's what's starting to set you free and you're finally seeing that happen. So really wonderful energy, really wonderful reading. Of course, take that if it does resonate, right? Leave it if it doesn't. But Libras, thanks for tuning in here anyhow, you know? Release, let go, keep it popping, keep it pushing, and keep it moving motherfucking forward, baby, okay? I love you, Leaps. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So, guys, we have touched base with the air, water, and the fire. We're getting into our earth signs here next, okay? Hey, very happy Mondays. You said thank you so much for this live in. I just got here, but this wisdom sounds urgent. Grateful to catch up with the CMT Soul fam today. Much love, y'all. Much love to you too. Really appreciate you guys. Yeah, sorry for not being here yesterday, everybody, but I'm happy to be here today. As even though I'm drained as tits, guys, I made a cup of coffee for y'all. So I'm still happy to pop on through when I can. So I've been getting my energy up little by little. I've really been focusing on trying to regain my energy over these past couple months, but we got the coffee tonight, so we're chilling. We're chilling, baby. You're so very welcome, Fawn. Thank you. I love you too, Brandy. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. All right, guys, let's get into our Earth. Jumping into the Earth signs. Let's see what's popping for the bull gang, baby. What's going on here for Team Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus coming on in to the next 24 hours. What information and insight is popping in for Team Taurus, please? Moving on into tomorrow. Let's go ahead and see what's up, baby. We're going to go ahead here, Taurus, and get about 2 more shuffles, and we'll see what's rolling on in. Hopefully, we're looking at some awesome sauce. What's up, Cindy? Thank you, Anthony. I got here at the end of Libra, but I'm going to rewind. Yeah, for sure. Thank you. Appreciate you tuning in. I hope you enjoy the reading. What do we got going on here, Taurus, coming into tomorrow? Let's go ahead and take a look. Taurus, overall energy for you is going to be the Ace of Cups in reverse. You might be dealing with a water sign like a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Coming into the current energy, we got here a Queen of Cups in reverse, what it is you're dealing with. We have here a Three of Wands, and looking at the outcome, Taurus, is going to be the Sun in the reverse position. So let's see what's going on here, Bull Gang. You start out with an Ace of Cups reversed, and then you're matching that here with a Queen of Cups reverse as well. I feel like you are not only unfulfilled and dissatisfied right now with a person or with a situation, but I feel like you're not compassionate. It's hard to relate emotionally to someone or something. I think that's what's coming up for you. You know, looking at what you're dealing with here, Three of Wands, I feel like you're connecting with a person who is always waiting. They were waiting and waiting and waiting, but they were a person of waiting and not a person of action. So you were connecting with an energy that was very stagnant, okay? If you were dealing with a person romantically, they were super stagnant. They never knew what they wanted. They were probably the person where it's like one day. And we all know, like, one day, where's the day, okay? One day is bullshit, guys. One day we will be together, my love. It's like, no, are we going to be fucking together or not? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, let's not do the one day bullshit. Let's figure it the fuck out. So I feel like overall, Taurus, you know, if you were dealing with somebody romantically, they were probably super stagnantized, if that's even a word. I'm creating it right now. And they were probably that person where it's like, one day, my love, we can be together, but that day's never coming, you know? You're at that point where it's like, I realize that day is never fucking coming, and I'm over it. Looking at the outcome here, Sun reversed, you know, how many times can I keep on getting disappointed, hoping that shit's gonna move forward when it's not? I'm done being unhappy with the circumstance, and I'm done waiting on somebody who isn't even taking action, right? Never wait on somebody who's never waiting on you, but if somebody's choosing not to do jack diddly squat, it's like, why wait around as well? So if you're dealing with somebody romantically here, I feel like they're super stagnantized, but even if they're not, maybe this is somebody who's like a friend, and they were like, yo, Taurus, let's start a business together, and you've been all about this business, and you've been working hard on it, and they haven't done shit. You're probably like, okay, well, it's my business. I'm going to go find a new partner. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to sit here and like keep on trying to work on this with you if I'm doing it solo. So, you know, whatever the case may be, whether it's in business, whether it's in love, whether it's in friendship, it's just been so stagnantized. And you're at that point, guys, where it's like, I can't keep on being unhappy because I deserve to be happy. I need to find somebody or find something that's going to be on the same page as me. You know, so Taurus, I get you, baby. I do. I feel the frustration too, okay? But either way, Taurus, you'll pull through. You know right now that it's not worth waiting on this, and you're ready to move forward, and I think it's the best idea. So let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Shout out to my bull gang. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. So, everybody, we have done our first batch of Zodiacs here for our first batch of the day, for our first batch of the daily. We're going to hop into our second batch here shortly, okay? Cindy, thank you for being a member for over 27 months. I wanted you to know that you're truly a gift. Thank you. Well, thank you, Cindy. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support, your lovely comments. It really means a lot to me, so thank you, my love, okay? Thank you. Zephyr said, facts, don't wait on anybody, live your life. Yeah, man, it's not worth waiting on people. When I was fucking in my teen years, you know, in high school, the amount of people I waited on who were dragging ass, by the way, you know, taking forever to get things rolling. I wasted so much in my younger years, and I'm still young. I'm only going to be 25. I know I'm still young, but just saying, in my previous younger years, I wasted a lot of time in my life, and not even just in love. I wasted a lot of time in my life when it came towards making decisions about what I wanted to do with my life, you know? So you gotta remember, man, life's always going to be moving, and it's going to keep moving without you if you decide to stay stagnant. So life will always keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. It is never going to stop. So you can either slow down and let life continue without you, or you can be ready to enjoy the fucking ride, you know? For sure, for sure. So that's really what it comes down to, man. I think that that's a part of why I've invented that slogan, you know, keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. I think I dealt with so much stagnant energy in my younger years that I decided one day, like, I need to take action and change shit, you know? And I think that also at the same time, keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward is kind of like representative of like, hey, like hard times are going to come by, but you just got to get through them. You know, circumstances will get better, and you got to move forward to get better. You got to move forward to get to the better stuff and the good stuff. You know, that's the way that I see it. So if you're kind of wondering the origin of that statement, right, or that phrase, I think it comes from that. You know, you can't be stagnant in life, man. You got to move with it. You got to move with it. You got to move forward. You got to let shit go that doesn't serve you. There's always better out there, and you're not going to see it if you're waiting around with your life, you know? Period. So whoever needs to hear that, do some shit right now, man. Stop fucking waiting in life. Go do some shit. Rebecca said, Aunt, one night, can we do a late night hang when you get the chance? I know. A lot of people have been wanting a late night hang. I really am trying to prioritize it. I would like to do it this weekend. So I'm going to shoot for this weekend at some point, whether it be Saturday or Sunday. So we shall see. Try to remind me if you can on Friday. Okay, during the weekend read. Try to remind me then, and maybe I'll make a sticky note or something about that too. I might put it on my whiteboard, actually. I'll probably put it on my whiteboard to do a late night hang with you guys, okay? All right, though, guys, let's go ahead and get back to it. Water, fire, air, earth is the lineup. Let's get back to our water. We touched base here with Pisces, so Cancer. Let's see what's going on here, babe. What do we got showing up here for Cancer, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus coming into the next 24 hours. What information and insight do we got showing up here for Cancer in the next 24? Hopefully, we're going to be looking at some awesome sauce. What's going on, Team Cancer? Cancer, overall energy for you is a 6 of Wands in reverse. You could be connecting here possibly with a fire sign, Aries, Sag, or Leo. Coming into the current energy, 5 of Cups in reverse, what it is you're dealing with. We got here a Knight of Pentacles, and looking at the outcome for you is going to be the 7 of Swords showing up for you guys as well. Interesting. Team Cancer, 6 of Wands reversed here, 5 of Cups reversed here. I feel like you're at a point where you are trying to move on from a lot of things. I think the main statement you're trying to move on from is if you've been identifying yourself as failing or identifying yourself as I'm not succeeding, you're trying to move past that statement. Telling yourself that you're not going places or that you're not going anywhere is only going to become your reality because that is the reality in which you are reinforcing, right? So what story we tell ourselves is what story we live out. And Cancer, you want to change the script. I see it here. You do. So I feel like in your next 24 hours, you're being more mindful. You're catching yourself. You're like, I'm not unsuccessful. I'm not a fucking failure. At the end of the day, though, I need to start navigating like where I want to go and where I'm going to find success. You know, some areas of life, you will naturally be successful in them. In other areas, maybe they're not for you, and that's okay. But at the end of the day, telling yourself that you're not good enough or that you're a failure, etc., isn't going to get you anywhere. So Cancers, I feel like a lot of you are trying to change your inner dialogue. You're trying to change your self-talk. You're trying to change your perception. You're trying to create a new script for yourself. I want to live a different story, and as you should. But looking at the outcome for you, we have here a 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords here says, but I've told myself a story for so long that it feels like it's become so real. Yeah, when we tell ourselves a story all the time, it's going to feel incredibly real because the story we tell ourselves is the story we live. What if you decided to flip the script and really believe in that story? What if you decided to really believe and say, I am successful? What if you really flipped that script and said, I'm a person who's incredibly happy right now, living my best life? What if you wrote the best script ever and you put all your belief into it? If you did that, your reality would flip. 100%. You would be living a completely different life. So Cancer, the thing here with the Seven of Swords is like, I've just been so used to being on this timeline of telling myself a shitty story that it's really hard to break away from that shitty story. So how do we break away from it? I can tell you from personal experience, it's going to take a lot of reinforcement. Breaking a shitty story is so fucking hard. It is so hard. And I'm not going to get into my story that I say all the time on my channel, but I always say, at least at 17, my life changed. I decided to stop telling myself that same story. But how my story completely changed was by continuous reinforcement of the new story I was writing, of the new person I became, of who I affirmed into this world that I am and what I'm going to do. You have to constantly reinforce in a positive manner each and every single day this new timeline that you're setting foot on, this new story that you're living, and this new person you've become. If you reinforce it enough, not only will you get to a point, Cancer, where you believe in this brand new story, but you will get to a point where you merge and you shift into this brand new reality. So if you want to get there, you got to stay on top of what this new script is, and you got to allow yourself to stay consistent. When you catch yourself leaning into the old story you told yourself, do what I do, positive reinforcement, catch the negative, replace it with positive. So when you catch yourself saying, oh, I'm just a failure, catch yourself there, be aware, say, no, I'm not. On my new timeline, I'm successful as fuck, right? Constantly reinforce in a positive manner this new world you want to live in, and you guys are going to see the change. It might be slow, Knight of Pentacles. Well, Knight of Pentacles ran away from me there. It might be slow, Cancer, but it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. So stay consistent, because Cancer, right now, if you want a transformation, this is the time to do it, but it's going to require your consistency. Okay? All right, Cancer, I love you. Take it if it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't. But thank you guys for coming in here anyhow. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So, guys, we have done our water. We're going to get into our fire here in a second. Very Happy Monday said, if only late night hangs came with fresh decaf and disco fries. I had disco fries last weekend. I love disco fries from the diner, man. It is literally the best. Unfortunately, I'm not a fan of decaf, but I do got some regular calf over here. But that would be cool, man. I've always said when I do a meetup, I want it to feel like a late night hang. I want it to feel like a late night hang, and like we could have fucking snacks and coffee. I mean, shit, if y'all want some wine, fuck it, But yeah, like whenever I do a meetup with you guys, like I want it to literally be a late night hang. And then like we could just talk, we could shoot the shit. Maybe I could do some readings for people. That shit would be cool, man. That shit would be hella cool. But moving along here forward, let's get back to it. Jumping into fire. We already touched base with Aries, so Sagittarius, let's see what's going on, baby. What do we got showing up here for our Saggy coming into the next 24 hours? Message is showing up here for Team Sagittarian. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Moving on into tomorrow. What is up here, Saggy? Let's go ahead and check it out. Sagittarius, overall energy for you is a 10 of Wands in reverse. Good to see that in the reverse position. Looking at the current energy, Knight of Cups in reverse, what you're dealing with here. 7 of Wands in reverse, looking at the outcome. Another reversal, please don't shoot the messenger. We have here a Page of Cups in reversed as well. Okay. Sagittarius, 10 of Wands in the reverse position, Knight of Cups reversed. I feel like your next 24-hour period is saying, okay, I need to let go right now of what's burdening me. And I feel like what's been burdening you has been you trying to be as kind as possible to a specific person, but somebody hasn't been receptive. And I think it's been triggering for you not to feel liked by somebody. This is going to be very specific. If it's not your story, don't worry about it. But I get this as a Cancer because this is what I used to be like. I feel like you are triggered right now because it's like, I'm so fucking kind to this person. I'm doing my best to show them that, I'm a good person and that I care, but it just feels like somebody's constantly brushing you off, 7 of Wands reversed, and it triggers you. And you're like, why the fuck don't they like me? Or why are they not receptive to what I'm doing for them? And I think what you're going to start to realize is, oh shit, First and foremost, it's okay to not be liked. Actually, it's one of the best things you can have happen to you. A lot of people may not agree with that statement, but the reason why I say this is because in this world, there is no way in hell everyone can like you, right? There are going to be haters no matter what. There are going to be people who look at you and they made up their mind in 2.5 seconds and said, I don't fucking like this person. That's just how it is. But at the end of the day, when you can accept that shit, then you're completely unfazed and unbothered. And naturally, Sagittarians are. So like I said, I know this won't resonate to all of you. Some of you guys right now might be watching and you're like, yo, Ant, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't give a shit, if X, Y, or Z doesn't like me. I know, trust me, I get it. But for the Saggies that are feeling this way, more than likely, maybe this is something that started in childhood. You could have been in a position of time in your younger years where you might have found it difficult, right, to connect with people, or maybe you had a past where you felt like people were constantly having a hard time connecting with you, or vice versa, and maybe you felt like you were always outcasted, and I get that. And if that's the energy that you were sitting in, you're going to want to do everything you can to get people to like you, because it's been so imprinted to the point where maybe you felt about yourself, okay, if nobody else likes me, why should I even like me, right? Yeah. So when you start to go deep there, you're going to start to get to that root. So what's the root cause of this? Why do you want someone to care so much? Maybe it's because you are starting to feel so used to people not caring that you're wondering to yourself, is my value even worthy, or am I even worthy? Because it seems like other people can't see it in me. Sagittarius, I'm going to tell you the hack right now. You got to see it within yourself. Fuck the other people. Fuck them. In a good way. Not in a bad way, but in a good way. Fuck them. They are not your concern. You have to see the value in you first. Because if you can't see the value in you, how the hell can anybody else? If you can't love yourself, how the hell can you love somebody else? How can somebody else love you? The thing about life, guys, is it all comes down to ourselves, and it all comes down from within. So you have to ask yourself that question. What is it within myself that I've been looking at that I haven't been happy with? What can I change? And at the same time, how can I actually learn to like myself and like my energy and love myself and accept myself to the point where not only do I not care if other people don't care, but I can then therefore actually attract the people who are right for me. Because the truth is when you become complete within yourself, when you're happy with yourself, when you love yourself, you're always going to attract the best peeps because they're going to match your vibration. But keep in mind, on the flip side, if your vibration has been saying, I don't like myself, then how are you going to attract people who like you when if people are on that vibration, they have to resonate with not liking you as well? See where it goes? It goes really deep. It goes super deep. So looking at the outcome here, Sag, Page of Cups reversed. I think for your next 24 hours, what you're saying here is like, dude, honestly, I give up, dude. I don't need to be the nice guy or the nice gal. I don't need to be the person that has to be liked or loved. But what I do need is I need to start finding that love and that like for myself. And that's where it'll all begin. And that's where everything for you will change. Once you find that peace within you, you're going to start putting out a vibration that others can resonate with. If you see your value and worthiness, you're vibrating at such a high frequency, other people are going to see your value and worthiness, and they're going to resonate with you and hop on into your vibrational resonance. So take that, of course, guys, if it applies. Leave it if it doesn't. But Sag, it's time to find that within you, babe. You got it. You're valuable as fuck. You're worthy as fuck. You got to see it for yourself, though. I can give you a million compliments, and trust me, I love my Saggies. I want to give you a million compliments, but you gotta get that within first. All right, guys? All right, Sag, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have done the fire. We have done the water. Air signs, you guys are coming up next, okay? That was an intense one, man. We went deep there. I feel like a lot of the readings tonight are going pretty damn deep. Hey, what up, Bree? What's going on, Bree Madison Psychic? You said, wow, you're live. Yay, happy to have you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Raven, thank you for stopping by too. Appreciate you, Raven. Hope you're doing good. Thank you so much. So like I mentioned, guys, air signs are next. We did Libra already. So Aquarius, you guys are up, man. We're going to get to you in a moment, okay? Let's go ahead and check it out. Let's see what's popping on in here for Team Aquarius, baby. Oh, 1 second, guys. Dun, dun, dun. What did I click? I'm clicking so many signs. There we go. Take that down. Boom. Aquarius, we are ready to roll. What a Mercury night it is. Anyhow, what's going on here for Team Aqua, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. In the next 24 hours, what information and insight do we got showing up here for Aquarius? Moving on into the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for you? Hopefully, we're looking at some awesome sauce. Aqua, baby. Overall energy for you is going to be the Judgment. You could be connecting with a Scorpio for some of you. Coming into your current energy, Aquarius, we have here the Strength in reverse. What you're dealing with, y'all, we got here the Sun in reverse. And looking at the outcome for you is going to be the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse position. So, Team Aqua gang, let's see what is up. Now, you got here a Judgment, and you're pairing that Judgment to the Strength in reverse as well. So, what this is saying to me is right now, I want to give myself a chance to not be in a position of time when I'm holding on to something. I want to find strength in letting go. So Aquarius, I think right now for your next 24 hours, you want to take a chance on letting go of a situation. I think you want to take a chance of letting go of some sort of unhappiness, and stay with me for a sec, because I know this is going to sound weird. You're going to be like, why was I holding on to unhappiness? Sometimes unhappiness is familiar territory, and because it's so familiar, it's incredibly hard to let go of it because it's what we're so used to. Right? Now, I get that wholeheartedly because I did that for a vast majority of my life. Why was it so hard for me to be a happy person? It's because I was so like holding on so much so to all the negativity. It was comfort. It was familiarity, right? And I've been mentioning this a lot more lately in the readings. So I feel like maybe it's maybe we have an overdue collective message about this, but you've been in a familiarity place of negativity or unhappiness, and it's weird letting that go, because letting that go means I'm getting out of my comfort zone. And getting out of my comfort zone means I don't know what the fuck is happening next. So that's freaky shit. But the truth is, guys, is whatever's happening next is probably so much better than the unhappiness you've held on to. If you can get comfortable with being uncomfortable, you're golden. Because the best way to level up and grow in life is by jumping out of comfort zones and diving into something new. You will always grow when you get out the box, but when you stay in the box, you will always stay the same. Now, getting comfortable with being uncomfortable, one of my hands down favorite quotes, one of my high school teachers said it. Shout out to him, shout out to Tommy. But it was something that stuck with me massively. Because in order for me to grow, I recognized I can't keep doing the same shit, you know? And everything that constantly made me unhappy, sure, it's familiar, but if I keep doing that same shit, I'm still going to be fucking unhappy. And if I want to see actual change, I got to be willing to go into new territory, into new waters, new ventures, right? So Aquarius, coming into the outcome for you, Ten of Pentacles reversed, I think you're realizing, despite the familiarity aspect of what I've been feeling and what I've been dealing with, it isn't working for me anymore. Something does have to change. And in order for something to change, you're going to have to take a chance here on letting go of your comfort and diving deep into a new beginning, diving deep into something new. Maybe some of you are in a relationship right now and you've been dating this person for like 7-8 years and you're not happy with your person, but you're comfortable with them. Are they really the person you want to marry? No. But why are you going to marry them anyways? Because they're comfortable. You know, I'm used to them. And with that being said, it's better to have them than to be alone? No! It's better to be alone, man. When you're in a relationship, you want your heart to fucking throb, and probably some other things to throb too, okay? But at the end of the day, you want to be feeling over the fucking hills for your person. It's the best feeling ever. And if you are in a position of time where you don't feel that way, you're settling, dude. Don't settle. Aquarius, you're so much better than settling. You don't need to be a settling little Sally. You deserve to fucking thrive. Guys, I'm unhinged tonight. So just deal with me, okay? I'm unhinged as fuck right now because I've been up since 4:30 in the morning. So I'm very tired, but you guys are going to be very entertained. You guys deserve so much better. Don't settle in this energy, okay? Aquarius, I'm going to leave you off with this. Keep it popping, pushing, and moving motherfucking forward. Go take that new beginning. Get out of the comfort. You're going to grow when you go into that uncharted territory. Okay? Let's go ahead and keep it pushing. Thank you, Aqua, for tuning in. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have done the air, the water, and the fire. Going into the next sign, we got Earth. Let's go ahead and have a look here at Team Virgo. What's going on here for our Virgo gang? Message showing up here for Virgo, baby. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. coming into the next 24 hours. What information and insight do we got showing up here for Virgo? Virgo in the next 24 hours. Hopefully, we're going to be looking at some awesome solace. All right, Team Virgo, let's get about one more shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on here, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some really wonderful stuff. Let's go ahead and take a look. Virgo. Overall energy for you is going to be the Ace of Cups in reverse. Taking a look here at the current energy, we got the Three of Cups in reverse as well. What it is you're dealing with, Justice in reverse, and then looking at the outcome for you is going to be the Four of Cups in reverse as well. Now, Virgo, as far as what I'm picking up on here for you, we got an Ace of Cups reversed here to a Three of Cups in reverse as well. Kind of feels like right now you're not very joyous about something. Let me see what you're dealing with here. Justice reversed. A lack of balance here for sure is what's making you unfulfilled. So something's really up in the air, guys. It could be somebody's schedule. It could be your schedule. Virgos, if you're off schedule, no. If a Virgo is not on their fucking schedule, dude, they are pissed, okay? So Virgo, I feel like for some of you, you could be having something throw off your schedule, or maybe like your person's not on the same schedule with you and it's like, what the fuck? But I feel like you guys have not been dealing with balanced situations, and it's really uncomfortable and it's really throwing you off. Looking at the outcome here, Four of Cups reversed, it's like, I'm at a point right now where I've become so thrown off to the point where it's been so frustrating to the point where it's like, I just want to give up moving into tomorrow. Here's my thing though, guys. Usually what I tend to notice is when you find yourself in a space where everything is unbalanced, it's because things are changing for a new routine to be adapted to. So right now you're probably in the process of some sort of new normal that's going to start manifesting for you. And your old way of living or your old comfort zone or your old comfort routine is probably what's not serving you anymore. So I feel like you're definitely going to be at a point where you're coming into some sort of new normal, guys. But right now, it just feels awkward because you're in the transition period. Does that make sense? So I'm feeling for Virgo peeps, it's like right now, I just need to adapt to something new. Maybe you got a new work schedule and it's throwing you off like crazy and you're like, oh my God, I hate this. You're going to get used to it inevitably. Maybe your husband, your hubby's like, yeah, I got a completely different position at work right now. So no more 9 to 5. It's going to be more like, 10 to 10 or some shit like that. And you're like, oh my God, that's so late. So I feel like it's weird. For sure, coming into tomorrow, you're not really happy about this, but you're transitioning into your new normal. Give yourself some time to adapt, y'all. It's not going to be easy, but give yourself some time and adaptation will happen and you'll get comfy with whatever this changes that's manifesting. Things are unbalanced right now because a change still needs more time to fully come to head, if you will, or come to a head, if you will. This change is still going on. Give yourself some time, be patient with yourself, and just try to trust the process. I feel like whatever new kind of routine or new normal that's coming in for you is not going to be so bad. So give yourself some time here to adapt, okay? All right, Virgo, interesting message. If it's your story, cool. If not, no worries. But thank you for coming in anyhow, okay? Zephyr said off schedule. Yeah, it's called daylight savings, LMAO. I love it, though. I'm so excited that it's like at 7 at night, I can see the fucking sun. What a beautiful thing. The one thing about winter, like I enjoy the cold, right? Like fall, winter time, I enjoy the cold, but I just hate how dark it gets at night. What's so lovely about spring and summer, especially summer, like summer, fuck the heat, but I love that at 9 p.m. it is still light outside. What an amazing time. So that's what's cool about it for sure. Zephyr said unhinged equals emotional lunatic in the most positive way possible. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much for sure. But either way though, guys, we've touched base here with our second batch. We're going to get into our last and final batch here in a moment, guys. And what'll be coming up next is water. So Scorpio, you guys will be next. Just do stay tuned and we'll get into it, okay? So just give me a couple moments, everybody. If you're enjoying the reading though, guys, definitely hit that like button. Helps out a lot on YouTube. And of course, if you're a new person here and you fuck with the channel and you fuck with the vibes, come on down and subscribe. Hit that sub button, man. This is CancerMoonsTarot. We got an awesome soul family. I'm, a very positive, crazy, unhinged lunatic. So if you are into that, hit the subscribe button. I'd appreciate it, man. It didn't get cold enough for you, D. Mitch. Interesting. You know what? Winter was not cold. But surprisingly, for the past couple days, it's been fucking cold. And even yesterday, right? As we moved into spring, I'm like, why is it fucking freezing? So it's weird. Usually I'm a big fan of the cold, but lately I'm like, oh, this is a little bit too much. A little bit too much. Hi Soul, what's up, man? You said I survived mid-December through February, worst times ever for me. Yeah, those are some intense times to deal with for sure, especially December, you know? Seasonal depression's a thing for sure. But with everything going on, even with holidays, it could be a really intense time. Yeah. I agree, winter can be lame for sure. The night sun, what a refreshing shift. It is. It really is. I love that. I love when it's like a Saturday, you got nothing to do, you're hanging out with some friends, it's like 8 or 9 o'clock at night, the sun's still out during summer, it's warm, and you can just go you can do whatever, you know? That's such a fun time. Such a fun time. Sitting on a balcony even, like something as little as that. It's just so nice. Hey, what's going on, Ward Mary? How are you? 70 in the day and 34 to 56 at night. See, I like when it cools down at night. That for me is my favorite because I can't sleep hot. If I'm hot when I'm sleeping, I feel like I'm going to explode. So I need to always be cold AF. That's why my goddamn electric bill is so high in the summer, because of the damn AC. And the fucking AC in here too, which is right over here. Luckily, I haven't had to use it yet though, so I'm happy about that. I agree with fall/winter. I hate that it gets dark so early. Yeah, it's not a fun time. Not a fun time for sure. Yeah, Zephyr, the wind's been nuts, especially today. It was a super windy day over here in New York, man. Super windy day. Wind's been 40 miles per hour, making it colder, blowing in warm weather. Yeah, for sure. But intensely windy day today. That's the thing, man. The wind always makes it feel colder. It's nice if it's just no wind and it's just cold. Perfect. Perfect. All right, though, guys. Let's get back to it, though. Brooklyn, hello. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you. But let's get back to it. We're going to get to Scorpio, guys, in just one more moment, okay? All right, let's see. Scorpio, what is going on, baby? Let's see what's up. Message is coming in here for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Coming into the next 24 hours. Thank you, Angelina, for subscribing. Appreciate you. Welcome in here to the Soul family. What do we got going on here for Team Scorpio? Coming on in to the next 24 hours. Let's go ahead and see what we got going on. Team Scorpio, overall energy for you is a 6 of swords in reverse. Taking a look at the current energy, we got here an Ace of Swords, what you're dealing with, guys. Ace of Cups in reverse, looking at the outcome for you. World in reverse as well. So Scorpios, let's see what's going on, guys, coming into tomorrow. I do want to note, World card is showing up here. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, or a Leo. Take that if that applies. But you got a 6 of wands, I keep saying wands. You got a 6 of swords in reversed, paired to an Ace of Swords upright. So I feel like coming into tomorrow, you can't escape the truth. You're having a realization about something and you just can't escape it. So this is about confrontation. Typically Mercury is all about confronting in my personal experience. The way that I look at the planet Mercury is it's like, hey, confront your shit or I'm going to light your ass on fire. So that's how I look at Mercury personally. But at the end of the day here, guys, I think you're confronting something tomorrow, but it's like you can't escape it. Like you have to just be real with the situation that's going on, and you have to just be honest with yourself about something coming into tomorrow. Looking at what you're dealing with, Ace of Cups reversed. I think it has a lot to do with about having to be honest that you're not fulfilled or happy with something or someone. Could be a person, but it's like, I got to come to terms with this. Maybe you're unhappy with your job, and it's like, it's time for me to be real about that. It's time for me to own that shit. Maybe you're unhappy in your relationship, and it's like, it's time for me to own that shit too. So with that being said here, world reversed, a lot of you are starting to come to terms here. I've been stuck in a cycle that hasn't been all that shabby, you know? I've been stuck in a cycle that hasn't been all that happy, and I have to own that, and I have to do something about it. It's time to create change. You know, so maybe you've been unhappy in a partnership. It's like, I got to be real about that shit and do something about it. Maybe you've been unhappy with your job, unhappy with friends, unhappy with a certain lifestyle you're living, but owning it is what makes you change shit. Period. Okay? Owning the fact that you're not happy is what'll set you free to actually allow yourself to make yourself happy. Because once you own it, you'll do something about it. If you don't own it, though, you're going to stay exactly where you are, and it's not going to be a fun time, babe. Okay? So you got this, Scorpio. I think you're at that point where it's like, you know what? It's time to be real. This doesn't make me happy. This doesn't make me fulfilled. Time to own that shit and keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. And by the way, the moment I'm doing your reading, Scorpio, there's 111 people in here. 111, the symbol for new beginnings, right? In numerology. So there are new beginnings coming into play for you. Get ready to take that leap of faith. You just got to take the leap and you'll get to that new space, okay? Love it, Scorpio, and I love you. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Let's see what we got going on. So we have touched base here, everybody, with all the water signs. We're jumping into our fire signs here next. And we're going to see what's up here for Team Leo coming up next, okay? Hey, Marlene, what up? You said, hey, love. Sorry I'm late. I just woke up. You're good. No worries. I hope you had a good nap. Mitch said, I got to talk to my son's teacher tomorrow. Oh, shit. Unhappy with my son's teacher. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully the conversation goes smooth and shit gets changed. But definitely not always the fun conversation. Zephyr said, plan your April Fool's Day jokes early, people. Make sure no one gets hurt. But for the love of God, have fun. I wonder what I should do for April Fool's. I feel like I've never done an April Fool's joke on YouTube. Maybe I should just be British for the day and just say, hey, you know, not everybody's going to know that it's a joke right now. All of you guys here will know that it's a joke, but not everybody who watches. Maybe I should just say, you know what? All this time I was British, you know? And just really get into character the whole entire day. What do you guys think about that? Should I do it? The whole fucking time I've been faking my American accent? We'll see what happens. Anyhow, though, guys, let's keep it moving forward. Let's get to fire. Jump into fire. Let's see what's up here for Leo coming into tomorrow. All right, what do we got going on for Team Leo, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus coming on into the next 24 hours. What information and insight do we got rolling on in here for Leo? Moving into the next 24. Let's go ahead and check it out. Hopefully, we're looking at some awesome sauce. Leo, overall energy for you is going to be the Emperor in reverse. You could be connecting here potentially with a Aries for a few of you. Taking a look here at the current energy, 5 of Cups in reverse. What it is you're dealing with, 10 of Cups in reverse, and looking at the outcome for you. An upright. There we go. We got here a Fool in the upright position. Cool. All right, Leos, we got a Emperor reversed here to a 5 of Cups reversed. So right now, I think you're letting go of what is not in your control. You're making peace for the things you cannot change, and you're focusing on the things that you can. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I tell people all the time, man, the shit you can't change, stop worrying about that. Focus on what you can change instead. So Leos, I think you're getting ready here to let go. I think you've been disappointed and unhappy, unfortunately. 10 of Cups reversed here. You've been disappointed and unhappy with circumstances that are outside of your power, but I feel like you're saying to yourself, man, why is that my main focus? If I can't do something about a situation, I got to make peace with it, you know? What are some things that are out of our reach? How other people feel, other people's actions, things that other people do, or other scenarios that aren't, you know, exclusive to us, right? So let's say, for example, maybe you care for somebody, but somebody doesn't care for you in that way. Does it suck? Yeah. Can you control it? No. What's the best thing to do? Accept it, right? And keep it moving forward. So despite how your situation applies and how it resonates to you, the point here says it's time to focus on what it is you can change instead. And that's exactly the direction and route you're going. Looking at the outcome here being the Fool card. Fool card here says, I'm finally ready to let go. I love it, Leo. Take it, of course, though, if it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't. But thank you guys so much for tuning in here anyhow. Okay? Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have done all of the fire. We've done all the water. Air signs, you guys will be up next, okay? Zephyr said oh, sorry, guys. Give me 1 second, y'all. Dun, dun, dun. Zephyr said, our apartment manager begged us to do one. My whole crew is in on it. At least we know that it's authorized. LOL. There you go. Cool. Kind of intrigued of like what you guys plan to pull off. Chrissy said, my daughter talks like she's British all the time. It's so great. She's 12. Yeah, I've been doing that shit probably right around that age too. Maybe like 10 or 11, probably like 12 as well. I don't know what it is. I used to love doing accents as a kid, man. So I would do tons of different accents, tons of different impressions of people. which I'm not saying they were like 100% great, but I used to love doing that kind of stuff. I always found it funny. I used to like watch like a lot of comedies or like comics who would do like all these different types of impressions, and I used to find that so fun. So yeah, yeah. I even from time to time I still have like whenever I'm in a space where like I'm just not all that mentally there, if you will, guys. Like right now where I'm super tired, sometimes I just break out at least 1 or 2 times on a daily basis in a random impression. That's just how I am. So, you know, if I'm in a bad mood, I'll just go British. If not, maybe I'll jump into a different kind of accent. Who knows? A Welsh accent maybe, right? But yeah, I love doing that shit randomly. It's fun. See if you can get her into linguistics. There you go. That's fucking cool, man. Chrissy, my 15-year-old, does it too. Yeah, I feel like everyone does, man. Everybody's got a go-to accent when they're feeling random. They have to, man. They have to. It can't only be me, man. Anyhow, though, y'all, let's get back to it. We're rolling into air. So, Geminis, you guys are up. Let's see what's up for you, beautiful peeps. And hopefully you're doing well, man. What do we got going on for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus coming on in to the next 24 hours. What insight and information is rolling on in here for Gemini moving into tomorrow? Let's go ahead and take a look here, guys. That was a quick ass shuffle. Gemini, overall energy for you is an Ace of Wands in reverse. Looking at the current energy, we have here the Two of Wands. What it is you're dealing with, we got here a Queen of Pence in reverse. And looking at the outcome, you got here an Eight of Pentacles in reverse as well. If you are a Gemini member, we got here a Ace of Wands reverse to a Two of Wands in the upright. So right now, something doesn't seem very interesting, but I think you have other plans. Looking at what you're dealing with here, though, Queen of Pentacles reverse. You know what you want, Gemini, but I feel like you're putting what you want on the back burner for what someone else wants, and I'm here to tell you it's going to bite you in the butt. It's going to bite you in the booty, okay? And it's not going to be a good bite, okay? It's going to be a bite that felt like Megalodon bit it, and that ain't fun. Okay, nobody wants a shark biting their butt. So Geminis, let's talk for a minute, okay? You know what you want for yourself, but I feel like right now you're sacrificing your wants for other people. And here you go. Ace of Wands reversed. You're not happy about it. Queen of Pentacles reversed. This is about putting what you desire on the back burner. Here's my thing, guys. Whatever you're sacrificing coming into tomorrow, you have to ask yourself this question. Would the person of interest that you're dealing with do the same for you? Whatever you're putting on the back burner for them, would they put something they cared about on the back burner for you? If so, maybe a compromise is due. Maybe a compromise is valid. But if they wouldn't, then why? Why bother putting what you want on the back burner for them? You know, I'm going to talk, like, here's like an example, like a tiny example. Like, for example, me and my partner, maybe I want a certain food for dinner and she wants a certain food. At the end of the day, do I really want what she wants? Maybe not, but I'll compromise because at the end of the day, she's made compromises for me when it comes to dinner too. So that's something small and little, but if a compromise can be made, cool. If the person would do the same thing in the same respect. However, though, if you're connecting with somebody, Gemini, who genuinely only cares about their needs being met, what they want, what they got going on, then I'm here to tell you it isn't worth throwing away what you want to work on, what you want to invest in for someone else. Especially if they're not somebody who would do the same if they were in your position. Okay, guys? So, however it resonates will be very depending upon the kind of person you're connecting with, but I think you have to ask yourself that question first before you know what to do next. Would they do the same in your shoes? If they would, a compromise could be in order. If they wouldn't, then it isn't worth casting aside what you actually want for yourself, okay? All right, Gems, take it if it applies, leave it if it doesn't, but thank you for coming in here anyhow. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So, guys, we've done the air, the water, and the fire. We're hopping into Capricorn here next, guys, and that'll be the official sign, or the last sign officially, for today's daily, okay? Let's go ahead and see what's up. D-Mitch said, yes, a zoom in. I love the zoom effect, guys. I'm so happy I did this, you know? It's not super innovative, but at the end of the day, at least when you guys come here, we get to have some fun, you know? It took me like 5 minutes to come up with this macro button, but It's such a fun time. I love the Zoom, man. Anyhow, though, let's go ahead and move forward. Capraroos, Capricorns, Cappuccinos, you guys are up. Let's see what's going on for you beautiful peeps. What do we got coming on in here for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Coming into the next 24 hours. What information and insights do we got going on here for Capricorn? Coming on into the next 24. Capricorn, we're going to get ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's up with you, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some awesome sauce. Capricorn, overall energy for you is an 8 of Wands in reverse. Coming into the current energy, we have here the 7 of Wands in reverse. What you're dealing with, guys, we got here the Devil, and looking at the outcome for Capricorns is going to be the King of Cups in the upright position. So showing up for your next 24, everybody. 8 of Wands reversed here, 7 of Wands reversed here. I feel like right now, you're not in a position to where you want to communicate, but you know that you should. So you don't really want to talk to somebody, but it's like it's time to talk to somebody. So I'm going to do it anyways. I feel like you're pushing yourself to have a conversation because you know it's the right thing to do. Having a look at what you're dealing with here being the Devil. It's probably difficult to have a conversation with this person. I think you have a negative bond or a negative tie to them because there's something that keeps you tied to this person, but it doesn't feel inherently positive. So you don't want to talk to them. You want to avoid them, but you know that a conversation's in order. Looking at the outcome here being the King of Cups, it's like it's time for me right now to collect myself emotionally and in a healthy manner, separate myself from the Devil. Because I can't avoid the Devil forever. If I avoid the Devil, we're still connected. But it's time for me to get to a space where I'm so comfortable emotionally that I handle things the right way to cut things off with a Devil-like energy in a manner where I can move forward and no longer be tied and bound to them. So maybe some Capricorns that are watching this are dealing with a toxic friendship. And sure, there's a bond there, but there's also a bind there between you and this toxic friendship. And if you know that it's best to move on from this person, you're ready to have that healthy conversation. And even if they're not ready, or even if they're still toxic about it, you're in a better space mentally. So therefore, you can have this conversation and detach properly. So I think that Capricorns, your next 24 hours is like, I got to let go of this Devil. We're tied and bound to each other, but not for positive reasons. And I'm at a point emotionally where I'm ready to do this and have a clean break and not feel tied and bound anymore. So even though I want to avoid this person forever and I'm not really interested in talking to them, I'm going to push myself to do this so that I can have that clean break. And this can be with anybody, by the way. This could be with a friend, a family member, maybe even a partner you're dating currently if you're dealing with a toxic romantic relationship. But you're ready for that clean break. And in order for you to do it, you have to be in a good space emotionally. And I feel like you've been prepping and working on that as much as possible. So Capricorns, you are walking away from the Devil in the next 24 hours. And as much as I said, you know, you might have wanted to avoid this, you know that this is the right thing for you. So I like it, guys. I think you're finally ready here to get out of something toxic. Good. And as you should. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Shout out here to the Cappuccinos. Thank you, Capricorn, for tuning on in. All right, everybody. All right, guys, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. With that all being said, guys, thank you all so much, man, for coming out here to today's daily reading. Much love and appreciation to you. Thank you guys so much. As always, I do want to mention if you enjoyed the read today, guys, hit that like button. It helps out so much. Of course, if you're a new person here and you really enjoy this channel, come on down and subscribe, man. I'd be so happy to have you and welcome you here into the Soul Family. I do want to say, everybody, I'm wishing you all a great evening. I hope you guys have a good one. Thank you so much for your time today. Shout out, of course, to all of my Soul Fam members, my subscribers, my moderators. Shout out to my members. Thank you guys for all your support on the channel. It genuinely means so much. I do want to say, if you're a Sagittarius, your March reading is out. Your rest of March is posted. So if you haven't seen that yet, give it a check out. That video is posted today. The rest are going to be rolling out soon, guys. And with that being said as well, if you want a personal read, everybody, you can visit my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. You can book a reading whenever you'd like. They're all available, every single tier. Okay? All right, though, guys, I am tired as shit. I'm going to go hit the hay. And I want to say once again, thank you guys for tuning in. I love you all so much. Have a wonderful evening, everybody. And I will catch you all in the next video. Guys, take care. Much love. And have yourselves a good one. Peace. Later, peeps.